We having a baby next year.
Huh?
Yeah, we having a baby next year.
How y'all gonna have it? You gonna have a child?
Who the else gonna have a kid?
Man, listen here now.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
What's the most you've ever made in boxing?
But I can't. We don't. You know how them cousins be. I can't.
Flatter.
Bro, I didn't even lose my virginity till I was like 17, 18. Y'all
That's
young.
normal.
No, it ain't. These people out here having sex while they 12, 11. I bet you ask everybody in here when lost their virginity. I bet you.
All right, bet. Let's start right here.
Me and Papoose, he would tell you like, we're best friends.
He's older than you, going through a divorce.
Yep.
So when a person says, hey, girl, you stupid.
I'm top of my game, got my own money, I look good. That's the problem. He was supposed to downgrade. He ain't supposed to be able to bag the greatest.
I hate when you run your mouth.
There's a narrative that says you broke up a happy home.
It wasn't a happy home to break up. Me and him know the truth.
Could you ever see you and Remy see eye to eye and can communicate?
When you run your mouth. I hate when you run your mouth.
The whole time on my chat, they're like, where Pap at? Where Pap? I'm like, y'all, Pap is upstairs.
There ever been a time when somebody asked a question and you answered Pap is upstairs that Pap was not upstairs?
It'll drive you crazy just in the gym 12 weeks every single day. Boxing, training, sweating, And it was like, when do you get to decompress and be what I am? And that's a woman. I'm so locked in on my fight for August 15th. I'm just good. I'm ready to fight. And, throw down here in Atlanta.
Yes.
I come out on top, I'll be 21-time world champion. That's not something you want to miss.
Some fat hoe, she was playing it safe. I will never let a bum bitch play in my face.
Hello and welcome back, Pillow Talkers. We spill the tea that everyone tries to hide. No gossip is off limits, no truth is untold. Grab your pillow and watch the stories unfold. Cam was about to kick cuts right off of his show. He was like, hey, watch your mouth. If you haven't already, go check out part 1 of this interview. And like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hype me up, send a super thanks if you care to do so. Let's get straight into this interview.
What you mean?
I'm asking you, did you got it?
I'm not gonna have no surrogate.
Okay.
I can get pregnant like anybody else.
I never thought that. I'm not asking.
But why'd you say that? Why that first thing that came to your mind?
Now, I'm not going to lie, she definitely has a point because the way that he stopped and paused, it was almost like two men was talking about having a kid. It was like it was impossible for Claressa to have a kid. But the fact that she instantly was like, yeah, I can have a kid just like anybody else, it has me thinking that that rumor about her possibly not being able to have a kid might be true. Because why did your mind go straight to that?
Because number one, you're a boxer.
Yeah, I'm putting my career on hold.
That's cool. And number two, I know you have a minimum fight, like you have certain fights that you have to obtain, right? And number three, we're living in a day and age where surrogates are real, adoption is real.
No, I'm not adopting no kids. And I don't want nobody carrying no kid for me either. That was my young mindset. 18, I'm like, I'm not messing with this perfect body. Somebody else carried a little kid. Now at 31, and me just loving family, like I'm very close to my sister, 3 kids.
Yeah.
They're like my kids.
Okay.
So even though I haven't had kids, it's like they're my kids.
Yeah.
And we have a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 12-year-old. So it's like now I feel like I want to have my own kid, and I can't let somebody carry my kid.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna start right after the fight?
So, got it. The kids are her sister's kids. It is funny because Shalita claimed that she wouldn't even take the 12-year-old, I'm going to assume, because that would be junior high, to school. Because Shalita stated that he needed a ride and that she started screaming and yelling, telling him to call his mother or something like that. So, it's funny how you hear two sides of the story. And we don't know if Claressa is lying because she's lying right now. So, like I said, when you lack credibility, that's almost the worst thing that you can do, because you could be telling the truth and guess what? Nobody is going to believe you.
No, I have 2 fights. I have this fight and then probably one end of the year, January. Then
y'all gonna get active.
And also too, he asked me, if you would have asked if you would have asked me, was I ready to have a kid or did I want a kid? I would have said, I would have said, hold on to probably 35. Before I met him, I would have said, hold on till 35 because I feel like I want to retire at 38. So when I have a kid, then come back and have two more fights, then be done. But it was like, with him, I'm willing to have a kid at 31, 32.
Why 38?
To retire?
Yeah.
I got to make sure all the fight is out of me. I think after then, I won't be walking around punching nobody no more.
It's them 6 weeks.
It's not the 6 weeks. I'm a natural born fighter.
Now, I must admit, Papoose's brainwashing skills is A1 because he has this woman convinced. Like, she's willing to have a married man's baby. Like, why don't you make sure that he gets rid of his marriage or his other wife before you have his baby? But it wouldn't surprise me if he attempts to get Claressa pregnant because he's trying to solidify that money. Now we all know that Remy said that she wasn't giving him nothing. So it wouldn't surprise me if he tries to get her pregnant immediately after she fulfills her contract. So not only can they make some money, but so that he could solidify getting money forever from her.
And I think people think too highly about sex anyway. I think people just think like it's the end all, be all. And it was like, bro, some people are just too, what's that word? Too mannish or womanish, whatever. Because it was like, bro, I didn't even lose my virginity till I was like 17, 18. So it was like, what the hell? Y'all out here doing it when y'all
That's
young?
normal.
What? No, it ain't. These people out here having sex by they 12, 11,
Dang.
13.
Jeez.
I bet you asked everybody in here when lost their virginity. I bet you.
All right, bet. Let's start right here.
I bet you people be like, hey, I was 10, I was 8, I was 9.
It's nuts.
I'm telling you.
Nuts.
Now, if y'all don't know, she was abused at 5 years old, and they state that it was done for several years until they openly discussed it at 17. So it's not like she had an aversion to sex. She was actually messed up in the head about it. I mean, somebody took her innocence. But Cam was right because the average age varies country and culture, but in many Western countries, it is typical around 16 to 18. So honestly, Claressa was on time. She tried to make it seem like, oh, I held out so long, but that is not a long time. And I don't know where she gets that people are having, intimacy around 11 or 12. Yeah, there are some people doing that, but that's not normal.
Now, as we kind of further this conversation, I think you and Papoose dynamic is so dope to kind of see. You know what I'm saying? As a person who has had his resume, being on the scene for a long time and being respected by others. I think a lot of women will never acknowledge it, but the unspoken thing that I always tell dudes is like, bro, an attractive thing about a man that a woman notices indirectly and sometimes directly is how other men treat the man that they are attracted to. Mm-hmm. If other men respect him, oh, I see he controls a room, okay, this or that. And, Papoose is a cool brother. I never really kind of, spent any time with him, but I see him from afar and I'm like, that's a cool dude, bro.
I agree.
But as we have a conversation about his dynamic prior to, do you think he has the responsibility to make sure that you and his ex can coexist? Is that his responsibility?
Now, I don't know if I'm tripping, but it seems like Cam was basically calling Papoose a puss. Because he was like, women are attracted to men that can control a room. And Papoose seemed like he cool. Like, I don't know the brother, but he seemed like he cool. And Claressa didn't even catch on. She was like, yeah. And then he goes on to say, do you think that it's Papoose's responsibility basically to control the narrative between her and Remy? And it sounds like he's saying that Papoose can't control the room.
No, we are two grown people. And I would say up on this end where it's me and Pap, We have always been the ones who didn't want the drama. First of all, everybody knows that I'm quick to fire back and snap back at somebody. Everybody know that. So why in this particular situation do you not see me doing that? Just why? You think it's because I'm scared? I mean, I know we don't think that.
No, because as Nigeria stated, Papoose had you sign an NDA, and I'm pretty sure in the NDA it was that you couldn't say Remy name or talk about her at all. And if that in fact is true, then that should make you look at Pap crazy. But like I said, if she doesn't see it, it's on her. Because there is no way that you go off on any and everybody, and then when it comes to Remy, all of a sudden you're mature and you take the high road. Like I said, it has to be some type of contract that you sign, because it's not making sense.
Not Miss Guo. So that's not the issue. The issue is on the other side, this person wants to run with this narrative that's not true. And it's like, how many bots and how many fake pages and how many fake bloggers can you deal with? Like, how many of them can you tell the real story and them actually come out and say, all right, yeah, she telling the truth. Yeah, they want to believe the lie. You know how many YouTubers have made YouTube channels just to talk about me and Pap and her? They got like 1,000 subscribers. Like, they just started in 2025, 2026, and these YouTube channels are 20, 30, 40, 50. It's a new blogger, fake blogger, YouTuber every day making up another fake story about me, Pap, and her every single day. So that's what they like. This narrative of, oh, this happened, that happened, this is still happening now. It's like, cut it.
We can dead it. But what I would ask is that something that's obvious. You're a different woman in the ring and in a relationship.
Yes.
Was there a time when you knew that your soft girl era or your submissive side was being unlocked in this relationship?
Yeah.
Was it something instant, or did you guys work toward it?
I would say with Pap, he came out the gate as just, I've always had to do everything myself, even in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, had to do everything, take care of everything. If something went wrong, people be looking like, Claressa, what you gonna do? How you gonna fix it? And it was like, now, as soon as he came in, he was like, what can I do? How can I help? And just to hear him say, I love when he be like, don't worry, I got it. When he say that,
And
he got it. It be so many things that could be going wrong, and I talk to Pap and he be like, you say what? I got it. He make a phone call. He text somebody, or he do something himself. It's like Pap is right there to like help, assist.
Would you say this is the...
And that's the same thing that he was doing for Remy, and now he wants half. He was playing assistant. And his plan is pretty much surefire, because he always has visual representation. So everybody's like, oh, well, Pat was there. You know, he's sitting here. Look how supportive and loyal he is. When in reality, you know, a man is supposed to carry the financial aspect of it. And I know that they're not married or anything, but I guarantee if Claressa was like, you know, I need this bill taken care of, 9 times out of 10, Pap is going to be like, okay, pass me the money. I'll pay it. He ain't going to take it out of his money, or he's going to be like, oh, well, pay me back. And I know a lot of people probably is like, well, a woman can get away with it. Listen, it's double standards, and that's the sad thing. Just like it's some negatives of being a woman. We can't get away with everything. And y'all wonder why people are saying that Papoose is in his soft girl era, and that he was the wife when he was married. Well, he still is married, but he played the role of a wife. Because at the end of the day, a part of being a man and saying, oh, I make sure my woman is taking care of the financial part. Like, you don't think that Remy was stressed paying every freaking bill, and he just sitting there, and then every time when they get into an argument, oh, that's not what social media says. And yeah, not only was you brainwashing your own wife, but you was brainwashing social media. That's why I said, realistically, Papoose is king of manipulation. That's like showing up to school every day, having perfect attendance, and not doing any work or homework. Like, what is the point? And y'all wonder why 50 Cent came out and said that he wasn't helping his wife, because secretly, you know, most likely Remy was probably telling him, yeah, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that. And as a man, imagine hearing a woman that has a wife, that has a husband. At this point, I labeled him a wife. But imagine a woman having a husband and she confided in another male and saying, oh yeah, I gotta pay this and pay that. And the man is like, okay, what is Papoose doing? Man, he ain't doing nothing. I gotta, that's what I'm saying. As a man, you're going to get flack for both men and women on that situation. And 50 Cent more than likely knew the inside workings of their relationship. And making calls is cute, but at the end of the day, what if I'm short money? Or what if I'm in a meeting and, my lights is about to go out at 4:00 and it has to be paid or something like that? Like, can you pay for it or no?
This is the first man you've been with?
I don't want to offend nobody.
I'm asking. Let's talk about it.
I think I've been with men, but I feel like as far as in a man who understands me and understand my greatness and understand, yeah, I'm tough and I got my stuff together and I'm very smart, but just because I handle everything by myself doesn't mean I don't want help. Doesn't mean that I don't need your help. I try to make everything look effortless. Like even my family, like, man, you don't never worry about nothing. It's like, girl, please. I forgot to pay the light bill last month because my card got stolen and I ain't switch it over and the lights got cut off when I was at the house. And it was like, not because I ain't got the money, but because I forgot to switch the dang card back to automatic and, stuff like that. And it's like, people are like, oh, you don't worry about nothing. It's like, yeah, I do. I worry about, my mental, staying on track. I worry about, my body, making sure it stays strong and healthy as possible. It's a lot that I like, what, this is actually something that I have to focus on. Gallbladder, one of the scariest things ever I dealt with. They wanted to remove it one time.
Was it due to a boxing injury?
No, it was due to the food you eat. Like, one, I love fried chicken and I love yams and mac and cheese and greens and all that stuff, but I can't eat too much of it, or else I literally felt like I was about to die.
Do you have a gluten allergy?
Oh, I have no idea. I just know that the doctor said in order to keep my gallbladder from getting inflamed, I have to eat better. I have to drink more.
But yet, when she's with Papoose, she gains a lot of weight and she's eating a bunch of fried foods. We have seen a few videos of her eating fried foods what look like it's at like Chili's or some sort of restaurant like that. So I don't know if this just happened recently, but yeah.
A fun question that I always love to ask people in a relationship, and it was asked to me first. Who would you say loves who more? Would you say you love Pap more, or does Pap love you more? And it can't be 50-50. Who's the 51? Who's the 49?
I think Pap loved me more because I put him through stuff.
What?
Yeah, I think Pap loves me more. I feel like some of the stuff that, like I said, I know I'm just like, I don't know. I be a little trigger happy. When I be like, when I say trigger happy, like I'm like, I'm mean at times or snappy at times or, just.
That's 6 weeks, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but he's very accepting of that. And he's still like, he's just a man. Like, he's like, girl, whatever. I think the other day we were in an argument. He was like, little ass girl, what is wrong with you? I was talking about in the middle of the argument. I just started crying, laughing because we were arguing about something. He just was like, little ass girl, who is you talking to? And I just was like, my bad. I forgot you was a man. Let me not talk to you like that. And I just remember, when I get mad, I think I'm hard to deal with it, and he finds a way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Cam said what when she said that Pap loves her more? Because it doesn't look like that. A man that loves you that much cares about your image. That's like, and I'm pretty sure people will vouch in the comments, the men, if your woman goes out and let's just say she get pissy drunk and she's being loud, like your natural instinct is to walk over there and be like, babe, calm down. Like everybody's looking at us like, oh no, let's go. Like, are you going to sit back and watch your girl just scream, yell, and maybe lift her skirt over her head? Like nobody is going to sit there and watch you act out. They're going to do something about it, or even grab you, probably pick you up and be like, oh guys, I'm sorry. She's usually not like that. Usually that's what happens when a man loves you. He protects your image. And you think that Pap loves you because he sits there and takes you yelling and screaming? Yeah, because you're his paycheck. A lot of people are going to take stuff from you. That's exactly why you got a bunch of yes men and yes women around you while you're crashing out. Because instead of them saying, oh, you know, Claressa, this makes you look crazy, they're like, yeah, girl, tell them. Because you know what? They want that check. And he called you little girl because you're literally the same age as his daughter. If that's not condescending, I don't know what is. I could never date a man and be the same age as his daughter and he called me little girl.
What's you guys' glue? Like, what do you enjoy doing? Is it shows? Is it going to experience certain things? Like, what would you say you guys' enjoyable date?
I think we enjoy eating together. And a lot of times we just enjoy lounging around. Like, I'm surprised that I haven't been pregnant yet. Like, we be in the house all the time. Just when it's not a fight, it's like, bro, how many times have we had sex today? Goddamn. Seriously. Like for real, like, golly. Like, when I go over to Pap's and I'm there, like, cause I go over there for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, I'm like in the bed most of the time. He just was like, is something wrong with you? Like, you ain't got up, you ain't went to the gym. I'm like, I ain't training, I'm chilling. And it's like I'm mostly...
Now, if Claressa is telling the truth, because this sounds theatrical, like now she wants to make it seem like they just laid up. You be online too much to be laid up and doing all that. Let's be real. But if Claressa was telling the truth, that means that Papoose is really trying to get her pregnant so that he can have some type of connection to, you know, Claressa, even if it's just her title, so that his value can go up. Like, imagine saying, oh yeah, I got 2 baby mothers. One is a rapper and the other is a professional boxer. Like, that automatically gets him stained. But it just so happens that he's trying to impregnate somebody that isn't as fertile as what he thought. And y'all don't think that if she was actually going to his house that she wouldn't have went live at least a few times to show us like, yeah, I'm at my man's house. Like, everything that she does is to prove us wrong. And then she's claiming that she goes to his house 2 and 3 and 4 weeks. But Papoose be uploading videos of him outside in New York and doing pull-ups on a street pole. But it just seems like she's lying, because it seems like she's just saying anything to go against social media right now. Like we say, Papoose stay with his mother, and then she goes, oh, I'll be at his place all the time, sometimes 2 and 3 weeks at a time. Then we say the man don't care for her. Oh, he stays on top of me. I'll be like, dang, I'm surprised I'm not pregnant. Girl, you don't have time for that. You be online arguing and ranting and raving all damn day. That man can't be on top of you. And if it's really happening like that, you're on top with the phone in your hand, because that's the only possibility of that being true.
In the bed. Or we like to train together too. Like, I know you guys see Pap holding the pass for me, but I hold the pass for him too. And my man's got hands.
That's good.
Yeah, he got the quick too. Got some power.
Let's talk about music. You've been creating here of late. The single, Run Your Mouth.
Out on all platforms. Claressa Shields. Yeah.
Do you want to delve into the motivation of that?
Well, I would say that people run their mouth and it annoys me. But you know what? I would say that if people leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. It's not too many times you can keep poking the bear and think that I'm not gonna do something or say something to you. It's like, I really prefer, like, ain't nobody gonna pick on me or bully me. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of like, I can see if it's a back and forth banter, and then if something, I like that if me and you talking trash to each other, it's gonna lead to something. Mm-hmm. We're not just talking trash just because. It's like, what does this lead to? Like, what's the end game? If it's not an end game, I really think that you shouldn't talk trash to me. Yeah. Because it's like, now you're trying to disrespect me and bully me and all that stuff. And it was like, I just don't go for that because I just don't like it. I'm a grown woman. If I tell you leave me alone, that's what it means. Leave me alone.
So is this a diss track?
Sure.
It's obvious that Claressa can't take the truth because Alicia didn't say anything that everybody else wasn't already saying. It was the fact that Claressa had a personal vendetta against her. Like, everybody kept saying that, oh, Alicia is the face of boxing and she's actually pretty, and naturally that made her hate her even more. But isn't that funny how the same thing just happened with her and Miss Shanika? And Miss Shanika said that she's talking to lawyers, so it's the same thing with Claressa. It's going to be a repeat. So what else is she going to do in the next interview? If I was anybody else, I would be very cautious, especially if you are a woman. Because she wants the person to interview her and act like he's not still married and be like, oh, you guys, are you having a baby? Oh, when do you guys plan on getting married? He can't get married. He's already married. So what you're saying, and like we said, Remy said that he's not getting the money. So at this point, their marriage is damn near permanent. So what are you going to do? You're going to have a baby with somebody else's husband? Like, that sounds crazy. And if he loved and cared for you so much, he would just get the divorce regardless. But the money is important to him. He is like, there is no way I played my part so immaculately just to end up with nothing.
Directed at one person or multiple?
Whoever it hit.
Now, the online community have made this narrative something, and I'm curious
what
to hear.
What narrative you talking about? Which one? There's so many. I don't even want you to talk about.
The Pap upstairs.
Oh, God. That is so funny to me. Oh, my God.
Like, when you see the combination of different clips, and it's like, yo, this is really, really, really funny. And it's caught wind of like...
Well, one, I'm not big on TikTok. So I had no idea this was going on. My younger brother is big on TikTok. And I had okay, so we all make money off social media, I hope. Some of y'all making $10 and y'all trolling or whatever every damn day. Me, I make thousands off of social media, not just, but Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, everything. I make a bunch of money. And so what I was doing was I was going live on YouTube every time I eat my food. And at this point in time, Pap was upstairs. I eat my food downstairs at my table in my dining room. Okay? And so the whole time on my chat, they asking different stuff, but I keep saying them,
You're engaging in the comments.
Yeah, and they're like, where Pap at? Where Pap? I'm like, y'all, Pap is upstairs. And then I just continue eating my food. So it happened time and time and time.
Has there
and time
ever been
again.
a time when somebody asked a question and you answered Pap is upstairs that Pap was not upstairs?
No, Pap was always upstairs. If he's not there, I'll say, hey, Pap at the studio, Pap at home, Pap where... No, every time I've said Pap is upstairs, he's been upstairs.
Say that.
Every single time. I ain't gonna lie about that. And then the thing is, why? Why I gotta lie about it? It's like, that's my man. I mean, Pap upstairs, Pap in here, Pap out there. Pap is here.
Understood.
That is it. Pap is my man. Okay.
Y'all know what?
Yeah.
When any other time, they don't never, like the sound effects that's in the room, it just get the echoing when it's something. But they hear
And what?
It's an inside joke. All right.
What's the inside joke? You gotta bring it outside.
Anytime. Okay, bring it outside. That's a good one.
you go.
That is stolen.
Yeah.
Our beautiful ladies that we work alongside with at Funky Friday, Alatra, John A, and Jessica by way of Shells. Anytime they agree with something, you can hear it echo in the room. And my ears are trained to hear like certain
So you didn't.
Disagree with you if you caught her when you were like, Pat is my man.
But I don't never hear that any other time. They don't say so. That's our type of thing.
I mean, clearly,
I get it.
the energy, you feel it. You know when somebody lying.
And the fact that she said that you know when somebody is lying, but she continues to lie is crazy. And she doesn't realize that Cam is playing right in front of her face. Like, he's basically saying, like, we all collectively don't believe anything that you're saying. And we are real loud with it.
No, you can feel it, Mister. Don't like to go around people.
You
feel
right.
it. Mm-hmm.
Well, bump line, let's talk about fighting. We're going to play a little game.
Oh, God.
And it's called Jab or TKO.
Oh, shit.
Are you ready?
Does the jab knock him out, too, or just like a little tap?
Nah, the jab is like, okay.
Boom. And then the TKO is putting him out. Okay.
I'm just letting you know. TKO is like, I'm trying to dead the situation.
Oh.
You tell me TKO if you're going to try to knock them out, or jab if you're letting them walk away.
Okay.
But you got to tell me why.
Jesus.
You ready for the list?
Let's have it.
Layla Ali, jab or TKO?
TKO.
Why?
Cause just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we gonna fight and we gonna prove who the best, let's do it. But if not, just let it be done, right?
Her at her peak, you at your peak.
Come on now. It's not even comparable.
But she would say, I got more knockouts.
And I got more belts and Olympic gold medals.
You don't think that you could learn anything from Layla?
Nope.
Are you saying that because it's within the 6 weeks?
No, I'm saying that because when God puts somebody in your life, they're meant to be there. When God removes someone, they're not meant to be there. I have accomplished everything in my career off of hard work, grit, discipline, and not with somebody giving me guidance, right? And so with that, it's like now that even if she did have the chance to try to come in and give some guidance, and so much jealousy behind it because of people just comparing us.
But
for her to say that in all of her 20 years of boxing that nobody helped her, gave her advice, is nuts. And it's clear that if you help Claressa in any way, she's going to deny it. So Papoose can play with her if he wants, because if they ever break up and he say, I did this and I did that, Claressa is going to be like, negative. You ain't do anything. I was the one that was in the ring and working hard. Like, don't play with me.
what I have read or saw, you guys once had a relationship.
Yes.
And where did the relationship go spoil?
She said that I took something the wrong way when she said if she was to come out of retirement, nobody would be able to give her a challenge. But I was champ at 168 at the time, which is the same weight class she fought at. So we was like, God, dang, you can be retired for 10 plus years and come out of retirement and
still have your way.
And I was like, dang, to me that was like disrespect because I'm the greatest woman of all time. You feel me? But she tries to backpedal and says, oh, that wasn't a knock to you. But she had been speaking that way for such a long time before I came about that her saying that no other woman ever said nothing.
Yeah.
They all were like, oh, yeah, that's Layla Ali. Yeah, She, whatever she say goes. And it was like, she can't whoop my ass. She probably whoop y'all ass. But she's not gonna whoop me. Like, nah, that ain't what we're doing. And she said I took that the wrong way, and that started the whole thing.
Okay, moving right along.
Cam realized that he can't get through to Claressa. That's exactly why he said okay like that. You can keep trying to get it through somebody's head and you'll be blue in the face before they catch on. And Manja, Guo is self-proclaimed. She is the one that calls herself the Guo. Nobody else does. Now, are people suddenly calling her that? Because if you keep repeating it, eventually the people will catch on. But she is self-proclaimed. And you can hear sometimes somebody say, you know, welcome to self-proclaimed. That's damn near shade. But it's like, how comes every time when somebody says something, you take it like it's a personal attack? Like, it doesn't make sense. That's like somebody speaking about women or men, and then you go on your platform and start cursing them out like they personally addressed you. Like, you sound nuts. But I guess Claressa is so used to always defending herself that she thinks everything is about her, which is, it's giving narcissist. Like, if somebody was right now to say, you know, I'm the best blogger out there, you know, bow down to me and all that, I would never respond unless they personally say something to me. Other than that, I'm good. Like, what is the point? Why would I feel the need to jump up on here and be like, oh, this person said this, but I don't got time for that and don't give a damn, to tell you the truth. But clearly Claressa does. That's the reason why she got to respond to any and everything.
Still playing the game, jab or TKO. My next.
So what does jab mean again? I'm sorry.
Jab is just like, yeah, you good.
You good,
You
and
good.
then
TKO is
you're not good.
you're not good.
Okay. All right. Let me get this game right.
Say less.
Maybe I should have said she was good then, cause shit.
You still gonna TKO her?
So you said jab means she good. No. TKO mean
I'm gonna knock her out.
yeah. I'm gonna stick with the knockout. Yeah.
Say less.
Dang.
Alicia Baumgartner.
What's the jab? Jab is good. Right hand is bad.
TKO is bad.
Yeah. TKO. Alicia Baumgartner. That's your friend, ain't it? Yeah. TKO her.
She's a friend of the show. Mm-hmm. She's been on.
She's been on. I see that.
Why you hit her?
Did I hit her?
But you have to explain why you didn't. You just
Well,
said,
one can't.
I know that's your friend.
I like that some people like to just like speak of one side of things.
Okay.
And I understand that because that's like a friend of the show. Why you would do that. But doesn't Baumgartner talk shit about me? Just a question.
I don't know. I swear.
You haven't heard or saw nothing. I'm just asking. Because
no.
I know that I'm the bigger star. You see more stuff about me and hear stuff that I say. But I'm saying her as being a friend of the show.
Okay.
Nobody ever been like, oh, look what she said about Claressa.
I haven't heard from Alicia in years. Let's just put it that way.
That's how you know that they are dealing with it behind the scenes legally, because now all of a sudden is, oh, did I hit her? And she keeps saying, but you keep hearing her talk. It don't matter if the girl was talking about you. You talk back to her. The thing is, like I said, when you live in the slums, a lot of times people think that they can put their hands on you for saying stuff. And that is not how the real world works. You would get locked up. You would get sued, press charges. That's not real world. That's street rules. And I'm not saying how Claressa doesn't see this as, you know, a mistake that she made and that she should have went another route. Now, I remember Shakana one time was talking about how she had to pay $15,000 because I guess she hauled off and put her hands on a woman and got sued $15,000. And she stated she would never in her life do that again. And she even said, like, a lot of times we think that we can put our hands on people. And she said, I just got money and people are ready to sue you. Like, she was like, I'm not giving up all my money. Now, that's somebody with common sense. Imagine a person that keeps attacking people, whether it be verbally, like even her calling up there and threatening Miss Shanika. Why would you do that? And now she's about to dish out more money. So when are you gonna, you know, realize that what you're doing is wrong?
If that gives you.
Can I be fair?
Please.
Her name was Alicia.
I'm sorry.
You said her name wrong.
I'm sorry.
And that ain't even because I like her. I just hate people mispronounce my name too.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Alicia Baumgartner.
Yeah.
I apologize.
She all right.
I apologize. But I haven't heard from her in years.
I know that, but I'm saying online. So, like, in person and online are two different things.
Yeah.
So, online, she has been the one antagonizing me online for years. I tried, and once again, I'm like, man, let me leave it alone. Oh, we got back cool at a time. Then we got back cool because she initiated to want to get back cool with me. Oh, let's stop our drama. I don't want to be beefed out. Okay, I forgave her. We hugged it out. We cried it out. Right? Then right back on the internet again. Here she go again, talking shit, doing little shady shit. And it's like, man, you know what?
So I'm aware of the Layla situation. What do you identify as shady or things that triggered you?
She is just a hater for no reason. She fights 30 pounds smaller than me. When I'm at 75, 40-some pounds smaller than me. I have more accolades, more accomplishments, more awards, more everything than her. And she still finds a way to disrespect who I am and what I am. And then when her disrespecting me in boxing doesn't work, she starts putting my man Pap name in her mouth. It's like, I'm already ignoring you with the boxing stuff. What do you want? We cannot fight. You are too little. And you're not gonna come to at least 54 or 60 to fight. So she brings my name up to bring her attention. Because like you said, you don't never hear shit about the lady. You don't hear nothing she say. You said that. But I know you done heard a bunch of stuff that I done said, a bunch of stuff that I done did. She wants to be in my place, but don't wanna take the fights to do it.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Him saying that Alicia is the fan of the show and damn near his friend and he don't know how to pronounce her name was kind of funny, because it's like, how do you claim her but you don't know how to pronounce her name? But she keeps saying that Alicia doesn't want to meet her at 154, and just a couple of weeks ago, probably less than 2 weeks ago, Alicia was at 153 or 154 or something like that. I mean, you already at 160. Come down an extra 6 and y'all can fight it out. And let's not forget, she agreed to meet Chris Cyborg at 154. And now she's ignoring her and then acting like $2 million isn't a lot of money. Like, you're basically getting paid $2 million per fight. So why is $2 million a little bit now?
Have a chance to be number one. We all do. We all have a chance to fight the best. I did it, and she's mad about the respect and the love that I get from me doing it, and she just want to be able to say, well, I'm the best, and I'm just so pretty, and I'm just, it's like, girl, bitch, we both pretty. You just lighter. We both look good. We both got muscles. You think that somebody's mad because you're pretty? You think I'm gonna call her ugly? Alicia look good. But bitch, I look good too. Let's not play this game.
I swear, every time when Claressa goes on a tangent about I'm pretty too, it kind of cringes me out how silent everybody gets. Like, this has happened at least 3 times where she said, I'm pretty too. And people just sit up there and just look at her. It's almost like watching a kid throw a tantrum and you just sit up there and just look at them until it's like, okay, is it over? Like, is it done?
And then when it comes, now we got to talk about the accolades. I got more accolades and accomplishments than you. In the amateurs and in the pros. Then you want to talk, it's like everything we can talk about, I got more than her. More money, more respect, more belts. So it's like all the hate comes from her. She's mad at me for being great. And it was like, baby, if you want to be great, go out there and get that shit. Don't be mad because I got it. Next question. You got somebody else to knockout. And you said jab was good, knockout was bad, right? I'm just trying to keep up with this damn game.
I told my man, I said, bro.
Now, could y'all imagine being a fighter and not being able to comprehend that jab is softer than a TKO? Like, make it make sense. Like, everybody knows that a knockout is putting a person down. Like, why is that hard to understand?
All right. Can I get another name to throw out, or I gotta?
Yeah, go ahead. Who you got?
I ain't going down.
I know what name.
I had 5, but I'm
name
going
all 5 of them. I'm making it quick. Go ahead.
Okay. Chris Cyborg.
Jab is
okay. You gonna let him?
Man, everybody gotta go. She gotta get knocked out too.
TKO?
Yes.
Okay,
TKO.
Savannah Marshall.
It's like a love-hate relationship with her. I swear to God. Like I actually I like her, but like
You consider the jab.
Yeah, jab, Savannah.
What?
She cool.
Well, let me see if this one gonna get a jab. Remy Ma.
I give her a jab.
Papoose has drilled in Claressa's head to not say anything about Remy to the point where she's soft on Remy. Because I guess she thinks that she's going to be the next wife and that they're going to have to, watch each other's kids or something like that. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to keep it cordial.
I'm not pressed about nothing that she got going on over there or whatever. I'm not pressed about that. I'm like, me and my man are over here. We not pressed about that. So I give her a jab. I don't gotta put her down. I knew he was gonna ask her though. I thought she was the third one. Do I have to give you a reason?
You do.
Oh, it's because
I don't have the time though.
Yeah.
You've always been confident,
Yes.
loud, unapologetically yourself.
Yes.
And that's why people love you,
Yes.
including me.
Thank you.
Why do you think people have such a hard time accepting women who move like you move?
Because they have not been them true selves. They can't live in their trueness. And so when they see me doing it, they like, why isn't she like everybody else? Why isn't she changing herself? Why isn't she being more quiet or whatever? And it was like, I can't be fake. Like I can bring up, we talked about this morning. I love Ryan Clark. That's my guy. I heard about the ESPN Let Go stuff, and I saw him do his interview on the podcast on the Pivot, and I seen him crying, and I was just like, I ain't never going through that shit. I'm not going to change who I am to be accepted by people who don't care about me, for real.
The fact of the matter is that everyone wears a mask, whether you want to believe it or not. Because how many times have you been talking to a man or a woman, you really wasn't in the mood, but yet you forced yourself to say hi, bye, or whatever? Or they said something that was slightly offensive and you wanted to tell them off. But yet you sit up there, you grin and bear, and you walk away, and then you go tell your friends or family, oh, he said this, I wanted to knock his head off. That was you wearing a mask. Or how many times have you been at work and your boss said something that would piss you off, but you know that he signed your checks? And what do? You do what he says or do what she says, and you keep it moving. And some of y'all go home and take it out on y'all significant others, y'all kids. That is wearing a mask. Or how many of y'all are going through real life problems like health, complications in your relationships, but the minute that y'all step outside of y'all door, y'all smiling, acting cheery, and nobody knows what's actually going on behind closed doors? That again is wearing a mask. Even Claressa saying that she thought that the interview with Miss Shanika went well, and then she went online and started going all talking about, oh, the next B is going to get it. That again is wearing a mask. So what is she talking about? I don't get why people sometimes be like, oh, at the end of the day, I'm going to be me. And I ain't going to lie, the last time I heard something like that, I was a child. I was a child, and it was like, oh, at the end of the day, I'm going to be me, and ain't nobody going to stop me. But when you get into the real world and you blend in with different corporations, you realize that naturally you start to wear a mask. You are not going to be that loud, maybe you might have a little ghetto in you. You're not going to act like that at work. And if you just so happen to remain your real authentic self, you're going to notice that you're going to have certain jobs. And it's not going to be big paying jobs. You're going to notice that nobody wants to work with you. No endorsements, no sponsors. It's just going to be you. But then your excuse is always going to be, oh, yeah, I'm going to be me. Well, remain yourself then, and we'll see where it takes you.
I'm not doing that. And I understand his reasonings for doing it, but it was like, look at what he gave up. Look at what he gave up. And just like he said in the interview, they still fired him.
Still fired. Just like you just said, I'm not changing.
Nope.
I know how to cut it on, I know how to cut it off, but I'm not changing.
That's there what that's there what got me. It was like, I remember myself at 25 years old, first putting on makeup. A woman made my face look so crazy. I'm talking about it was the ugliest I ever had on my face. And she painted me orange and gave me dark ass eyebrows. I said, oh my God. I went in there and wiped the whole stuff. I said, I'm doing this photo shoot, no makeup. And I remember me just being like, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm wearing my natural hair. And people were like, trying to judge me and change me. And it was like, bro, let me grow into that. Let me grow into the makeup and the hair and the clothes. Like, I don't want to change and make myself uncomfortable, because I remember putting on a wig one time and I'm thinking, because everybody told me, oh, throw a wig over this, whatever. And I threw it on, looked at a damn mess. I wasn't ready for that. But it was like people putting all these different pressures on you, telling you to be a certain way. And it was like, bro, I'm not ready for that. And I feel like when it comes to you changing, everybody has to change and evolve. Let people change and evolve on their own time, but don't change yourself to be accepted by other people.
I'm not changing to fit in.
I'm not doing that.
I'm changing.
She is definitely talking about herself, because she has been caught copying Remy and others several times. So she is the one that wants to be everybody else but herself. Like, even with the wigs and makeup, we all know that is not Claressa. Claressa does not want to walk around in heels. She stated that she wanted a hairdo like Fantasia. You know, she could have went as far as, you know, relaxing her hair, or if not, or wearing a short cropped hairstyle. You don't have to do the wigs and weaves. She's the one that wants to fit in, and then it looks all awkward. But that pretty much wraps up the interview. And what are y'all thoughts? But to me, it just seems like Claressa keeps reiterating the same thing, you know, the stuff that she's been conditioned to say and think. And it seems like she's never going to get out of this delusion. It's clear that Papoose is telling her certain things about that divorce. Oh, it takes time and we got to figure this out. And it's 16 years. It don't take that long. You're not getting half my money. You know, you got 50% custody of the child. Let's end this. Like, why can't you get your own money? If your wife or your husband say no and it's going back and forth and you really want to be with this woman, and you just said yesterday that you're in love with Claressa, why don't you hurry up and put a ring on her finger? Because it keeps getting brought up about having a baby and nobody is saying anything about him potentially marrying her. Like, that seems to be put on the back burner. And now we hear that when they have arguments, he basically calms Claressa down by calling her little girl. And if I'm not mistaken, don't women usually say that to like their daughters when they acting up, where they turn around and be like, little girl, you know, I told you no, or something like that? I've never known a man to sit right there and say little girl, but Claressa talks so much that she doesn't realize that she's exposing certain things about their relationship. And no wonder Papoose feel like he have to prep her prior to talking to other people. And I wonder, when her card went missing, did they make any purchases? Because like we are thinking, there is somebody close in her camp, aka her younger brother, that just might be allegedly exposing some of her secrets to Shalita, because we're trying to figure out how is Shalita getting this information. And it's either that or Shalita is making up the information, because like I said, a lot of times Shalita is saying information that we already know. And sometimes it's old tea in their family. So, yeah. But if she actually mentioned that somebody spent something, that would let her know what's going on. Because as y'all know, her brother already had signed into one of her websites, switched her email with his, and then was extorting money from people. So, yeah, he's capable of doing damn near anything at this moment. Are y'all shocked that Claressa chose to jab Remy and not knock her out? What stood out the most in this interview? Comment down below. Y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hype me up, send a super thanks if you care to do so, and I'll see you in the comments.